Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
This one is for gold.
Men, you're gonna like what you see in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna find ourselves in the playoffs. Good stuff.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the 9-1.
From the gun, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go play action here on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go now. Go to the engine. 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll set up to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to be another first down. They'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19.
And the Chargers' first down.
Set, cut. Let's go, D. Check 99.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Don't get nervous. Shoot. Watch out. Check
picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player. Great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I get a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On second and goal, Vick buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Gonna throw right side here. Complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
49, come on, focus, defense, focus.
Throwing, Vick. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run. They're running it. 36. Watch that. Go. Bang. Check 37.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's get that ball right here. Check 4. Check 24. Sponge. Check 26. Zip it. I got him.
Operating from the gun, Vic. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Looking to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Check, ready. 18 gator, 18 gator. SOS. 66, pull it, pass.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Again, it's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Vick. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Check it back, check it back.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Vick. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
31's the mic. I'm coming after you. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Go. Go.
Vic now from the 50. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch his flag. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Vic to throw. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Vic. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One last shot for Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the... The 48.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Vikings.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run, Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That's... Still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Shut down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Break the high. 54 48. Slap. 300. He's coming. Double up.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Now Cousins on 4th down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes it. Good play, too.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Right gun. Right there. 54.
From the 36, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Gun.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Check, 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 check.
Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Here we go, 48. 6-6. Pull it high. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm good. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same...